Hello, everyone.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Happy noon. Thank you all for joining us. I hope that wherever you are staying cool because it is a hot one. Definitely hot where I am in Orlando. Definitely hot where Carly is.
Yeah, it is.
It's
It's
hot all
brutal.
over. It's brutal. So hope you are staying in the air conditioning or at least the shade and stay hydrated. Oh, speaking of staying hydrated, I always forget to fill my glass of water to have it sitting here.
How? Oh my God, I
I
have my
know.
massive water. I can't
I,
live
I
without it.
I got distracted by a email and sat here too long. So if you hear me trying to clear my throat, you know why.
No,
All
yeah,
right.
you need the water.
Yeah. Stay hydrated, everyone. And before we launch into the recording, let's say hello to first in the chat, as always, Mr. Michael Bingham. Yeah, we've lost a lot of icons in the last few days. RIP to Ozzy Osbourne and Malcolm Jamal Warner, and farewell to Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Blossom and Michelangelo in the chat, in Derek's corner, and Brian Sager is checking in. He got to see Fantastic Four
Oh,
and really enjoyed it. I have not seen it yet. Have also not yet watched the new Avatar trailer for the Avatar threequel. But maybe we'll see some hints of what is coming to DCA in
yes,
that
it's
new
very
trailer.
exciting.
Mr. Zammy is saying hi. We're saying hi back. How are you?
Hello.
All right. Well, we've got a fair number of people already jumping in. So why don't we make sure everything here is set up?
I'm using a new microphone. Does I sound okay? That is what I wanted to ask you.
You sound great.
Perfect. Okay.
You sound
Yes.
lovely to me.
Okay.
And do I sound good to you?
You sound great.
I mean, as good as I
Yeah.
sound. Whatever. All right. Well, why don't we do this and kick this off in 3, 2.
Please lower your head and watch your step while boarding.
Welcome to the Attractions Podcast. You are all clear for dispatch. Have fun.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Attractions Podcast, sponsored by MEI and MEI-Travel. I am Seth.
And I'm Carly.
And we are here to talk to you about the latest and greatest in theme park news and more, as well as what's going on in our own lives. And Carly, how have you been this week other than hot?
Yes, I actually didn't leave my house this weekend. It was a feels like temp of 113. So I took the chance to catch up on some work and stay indoors. I'm actually working on this fun story about, do you know the old Marineland theme park that was in Los Angeles County?
Yeah, I have heard of it.
Yes, I'm doing like a historical dive on it. So I spent the weekend watching old YouTube videos, and it is definitely one of those parks that if I can go back in time, I'd like to stop there. It opened in like the 50s when you could still capture whales off the coast and put them in your park, which is crazy. But if you be on the lookout for that, it was really fun. I also purchased some old goodies from the park on eBay. So
fantastic.
Yes, I am a sucker for getting collectibles online. So it was a chill weekend and much needed before a crazy next. And it's going to be spooky season already.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe that Halloween is just around the corner.
I
still have to get through summer. I like you. I had a book that I just finished up this weekend. Almost done. So close. Hours away.
Amazing.
But
how will you celebrate?
By not typing for a day. That's how I will give my fingers. Well, I will be celebrating actually by running to Disneyland.
Oh yes,
for a real quick trip next few days to get to see mostly to see Robo Walt and also to check out the addition to It's a Small World. And also making a little detour to Universal Hollywood to check out their mega movie summer celebration. I didn't get to check out the fan night while you did, but they've got, we've talked about how some Back to the Future elements are there, so I'm really excited to see that.
That is exciting. I really want to try. So on the 70th, did you see that Peach Dole Whip dropped at Disneyland?
I did.
I want to try it so bad. Everyone is loving it.
Okay, I'm not the hugest Peach fan, but I will give it a shot.
Neither am I, but I feel like you have to do it for research. Yes.
Well, the one thing that I did crawl out of my cave of an office to do and go outside for was I went to the ribbon cutting for Sandbox VR, which they've got lots of locations across the country. I've done them before in Las Vegas, but this is their first Orlando one. It located inside Point Orlando. And I got to meet up with Simon and Susan Venice, friends of Attractions Magazine, and got to play Squid Games. So
wow.
I am not the survivor. I did come in second, but when it comes to Squid Games, it's second place. You're just as dead as everyone else. So yeah. So if you are into VR, they've got a bunch of different games you can try out. Go check them out over at Point Orlando. They're now open.
Amazing. I'm heading to Vegas this fall. I just got tickets for Paul McCartney. So if there's any, I don't have a lot of time there, but if there's any good gaming stuff, obviously I want to do Horror Unleashed. But if there's anything else, I know you know a lot about that world in Vegas. So you're gonna have to share some tips.
There are some fun gaming and theme park style things. There's I think it's called Play over at the MGM Grand. They've got a zero latency there, which is also a very good VR that's located now over at Icon Park in Orlando, and it's like this Play thing is like adult games, like larger than life board games and things like that. That not VR but more physical kind of activities that you can do with a group.
I spend most of my time at the Golden Tiki when I'm in Vegas, so I need
That's
to
a good
do
choice.
It is a good choice.
I was very alarmed when I saw the Golden Tiki was briefly closed, but I believe they're back open.
Yeah, they are. They're I think they're christening the heads of the Backstreet Boys because they just started their residency. I love how they do all those figures, and if you're a Disney fan, you have to go there. They have animatronic birds, and it is honestly one of the best tiki bars in the world, in my opinion.
Yeah. Absolutely. All right. Well, without any further ado, why don't we jump right into the news in the queue? All right, I have not yet gotten a chance to see the new Fantastic Four film. I don't know if you have.
I don't do the movies.
But I am excited to have this bonus added to my Disneyland trip. As of July 25th, the Fantastic Four have been doing meet and greets in Disneyland Park in Tomorrowland. All four of the human Fantastic Four, plus a robot version of Herbie that I can't wait to see in person.
Yes, this looks really cool. My one gripe is that not all four meet at the same time. So it's really funny
right.
to call the Fantastic Four, but it's only one human.
Yeah, so they clarify there's this meet and greet is happening in front of the old Tomorrowland Theater, which some people might not even remember actually had an attraction. They used to show like Captain EO and Path of the Jedi in there. But in front of that, they're set up this meet and greet. It looks like the human member of the Fantastic Four greets in one area, and then a separate queue to meet Herbie. That's the way that the Disneyland blog post makes it sound. And yes, you're right. They rotate the humans. In the app, it doesn't specify who is meeting at what time.
That makes sense. Yeah.
It basically just says that they're there from around 8:30 in the morning till 3:30 in the afternoon. I was just looking up right now. They should be out for a set right now. Between 8:45 a.m. and 3:30 p.m. With an hour break from 11:30 to 12:30, so they can have a fantastic lunch, I guess. So they do close up pretty early in the day, 3:30. But you're right. You actually get to meet either one or two at a time. The Invisible Woman is actually there all of the time, but 3/4 of the time she's just invisible, and she doesn't talk. So, but she's there. So.
Yes, no, that looks great. I mean, it's such a perfect. You're funny. It's such a perfect fit because I do want to see this movie. Without a doubt, you can't deny that Marvel in recent years has been confusing, convoluted storylines, a lot to catch up on. You basically have to, devote your whole life. But everyone is saying with this movie is you can kind of just go into it and enjoy it like a classic superhero movie. And that is what I want.
It's kind of a fresh start. It's new. I don't know if it's a new universe or new timeline or whatever, but you can like kind of go in relatively cold. And the reviews have been good. And I love the sculpt on this thing character that they've got, the mask, the hands. So they've done a great job with the costumes. And like I said, this Herbie robot that seems to be rolling around, can't wait to see how he looks in person. So
you're going to be rope dropping this, I'm assuming.
I'm rope dropping Walt, and then this. Yeah.
I'm excited for you. That's going to be amazing.
No, I actually think the fervor for Robo Walt has died down already. No, doesn't seem like you need a virtual queue or anything.
No, yeah. I mean, that's kind of as we expected, but that is awesome.
Yep. And these guys will be hanging around in the parks through September 21st. I'm sorry. That's incorrect. The special projection effects to celebrate the Fantastic Four on the outside of Space Mountain will be hanging around through September 21st. Don't know if we have a date when the Fantastic Four themselves will be leaving, but these are usually short-term appearances that are paid for by the studio, not the theme park. So,
right. And so it's
they
always
usually
a
don't last
mystery,
too long. Yeah, they haven't announced an end date yet, but I'd expect it to be as long as they're riding high in the box office. And as soon as they're out of theaters, they'll be out of the theme parks.
Yes.
But who knows? Maybe they can make a return someday in Avengers Campus.
Exactly.
Next up, we are heading over to Six Flags, any Six Flags owned park, which includes the Cedar Fair parks. Because they are having an amazing deal. They are selling the Six Flags MVP Most Valuable Pass starting the last week of July. The actual start date depends on which park we're talking about. But then through September 1st, you can buy a Gold or Prestige season pass that is good for all the rest of 2025 and all of 2026 at every single Six Flags owned park.
Yeah, I had to read this like 4 times because I was like, this is crazy.
So I was contemplating on my day in where I'm hitting first rope dropping DCA and then driving to Universal Hollywood and then trying to make
you need to not stop. Come on, it's on the way.
So Knott's Berry Farm on the way.
Boysenberry beer.
I looked up this pass. It is $120 total.
Yes.
To buy this pass.
It's cheap.
That would then get me into 40 plus parks all across the country. Even if I only use it once the whole rest of the year, I feel like I've paid for it.
Absolutely. It's so funny. When I renewed my pass this year, usually I just pay up front. It's $120. I think I accidentally clicked like the monthly payments. I was doing it in a rush. It's like $12 or $15 a month. It is crazy.
Yeah.
And the fact that it includes I would be impressed if it just included your home park for the rest of this year. And then maybe next year, the rest of the benefits kick in.
Yeah.
But the fact that for the rest of this year, it's only July.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, this kind of confirms something that I've just experienced anecdotally in the Orlando parks, at least, which is that crowds seem to be way down this summer. And I think that there's a lot of fear in the industry about, is this just a very brief temporary blip, or is this going to last? And having pass holders both give you money up front, or at least get locked into a monthly payment, and have that incentive to come back to you over and over again, says to me that they're going to be depending more on pass holders and less on international tourists and short-term tourists over the next months and year.
Right. Yeah. And it's definitely interesting, and tides are turning, but this is a good deal that I will be taking advantage of.
Not only, I should mention, not only does this include admission to the parks, but also it says free parking at all Six Flags owned parks. I think that might depend on the park, because at least for right now, the Knott's Berry Farm Gold Pass does not include free general parking at Knott's. Maybe you would get it at other Six Flags. I don't know. But you also get a bonus ticket to bring a friend, one for ticket for a Gold Pass or two for Prestige Pass. And I think that's on top of any bring a friend tickets that are normally included. So that's a really amazing deal.
It really is. And you only have a limited time. I mean, it's not that limited. I believe that it was through September 2nd that you could take advantage of this. I mean, that's a whole month. You want to mull it over and read through, but it seems like it's almost like too good to be true, but it's real.
Yeah, buy it before they change their mind. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who knows? Next time, this time next week, I might be in possession of a Six Flags.
I will say you're going to be there during the week, right?
Yeah, I think I'm going on, a Friday. So.
Okay, because I was going to say, I feel like parking at Knott's during the week is so easy. And
Yeah,
then you could
just
walk
be in and out.
quickly and be in and out. You could have your Ghost Town boysenberry beer at the Calico Saloon. Maybe get a little treat for your drive up.
The danger is, though, that they're doing Ghost Town Alive, which I've never seen and always wanted to. So if I walk in, I might not walk back.
No, I felt it's so funny you say that. Like, I love Knott's Berry Farm, but I think I might love it because I spent 99.9% of my time never leaving Ghost Town, whether it's Ghost Town Alive or not. It's just amazing. I support.
And then there's the Calico Mine Train, and then suddenly I've been there for 6 hours. So we'll see. We'll see.
It sucks you in.
Well, I'll report back next time on that. Okay. Also on the West Coast, Comic-Con 2025 hit San Diego this past weekend. We had staff on site, and we got videos of some of these activations that they do, which go way beyond just a simple trade show display. These are almost like mini immersive experiences, and we got some great videos of the Percy Jackson experience, the Abbott Elementary activation, and some more. We've got videos on our website. I definitely recommend checking out the video of the Percy Jackson experience, because this one is definitely the most theme park-like, with a live actor. It's set inside a kind of 1950s diner, and then you have this digital window where you get attacked by a kraken.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
so
it reminded me of.
Looked like they put a lot of effort into.
They did.
Yeah.
It looks like the diner from Disneyland Paris in Avengers Campus. There. I don't know if you've been inside. It looks just like it when I saw it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got a very similar look.
I was I was following along Comic-Con coverage all weekend. There wasn't really many announcements. Really, the only thing we got out of it was that Epic Universe Celestial Park soundtrack that dropped a few songs, or wasn't really much of anything else?
Yes, Universal released a few of the orchestral numbers composed for Celestial Park, and apparently there'll be a vinyl release. So I'm sure that's going to get snapped up just as quick as the Danny Elfman one did.
Oh, yes. And the upcoming Slash one for HHN. I mean, those
that
just
as well.
move so quick.
Yep. great collector's items. So some of the other activations, I'm a big fan of the TV show Abbott Elementary.
Yes.
So it was really fun to see these giant kind of caricature sculptures of characters, and they had a Ferris wheel there. They had the cast of the live action Lilo and Stitch. And Mattel was showing off some of their new toys, and the ones that theme park fans would be interested in. They've got a 40th anniversary Back to the Future set that is both the DeLorean and the Doc Brown's truck that it comes out of at the beginning of the film.
That's really cool.
And they've also got the Orca and Jaws, with Jaws chasing after the Orca as a Hot Wheels. So that's fun.
Yeah.
I had a fun one for King of the Hill, which the cartoon from Mike Judge has been rebooted and come back.
I saw that the line for that was like insane.
Massive.
That was the most popular one.
Yeah, very popular. And then the one I was looking most forward to seeing was Alien Earth Wreckage. This is the new TV series based on the Alien franchise, and it was kind of a sort of, a little too bright out for it to be scary, but a walkthrough with props and photo ops of alien creatures. So that looked like fun too.
Yeah, I have never been to San Diego Comic-Con. I've been to New York
neither.
Comic-Con. It looks like a lot. I've done D23. It's a lot. You really got to
spend a lot of money on these things.
Yeah, it's a time commitment, an exhaustion commitment, and a financial commitment.
Absolutely. All right. Well, our last piece of news in the queue. Attention, all Swifties. Tay-Tay is coming to Orlando and Las Vegas and London and a whole bunch of other cities. 13 cities across 4 continents at a Madame Tussauds somewhere near you. 13 different looks. Different outfits from her Eras tour are being assembled with new sculptures of Taylor Swift, and they're being installed at Madame Tussauds all around the world. And it's the most ambitious project in the 250-year history of Madame Tussauds.
Yes. Number one, whoever wrote this, kudos to you. There are so many Taylor Swift lyrics stuck in there. You have to go read through.
Yes.
Number two,
shout out to our writer, Mateo.
Yes, it's I cracked up as I was reading it. Number two, we've been talking a lot about, figures meant to look like someone.
Yeah.
This is really good.
Yeah.
I mean, out.
It's funny that every time that we have an animatronic in one of the theme parks that's a celebrity, we always have fierce debates about, whether or not it looks anything like them. There's no doubt who this is.
Right.
Madame Tussauds has been perfecting the art of recreating recognizable human faces, and you can get right up close to them and they still look good. So,
yeah. This looks pretty amazing. If you want to look through this article, it's pretty spot on the way she poses. I mean, obviously this is not moving because it is a wax figure, so different, but it is pretty incredible.
Yeah. And some of the things I noticed, having been to many Madame Tussauds, they could have gone easy on themselves and just replicated the exact same body pose for these, but there's a whole variety of it kind of to sort of match the outfit, and so that's doing someone's face is one thing, doing the whole body, especially when some of these outfits show as much skin, definitely not you go and see a lot of the figures in Madame Tussauds and the only skin you really see is their face and their hands and the rest is covered. But this, their work, their airbrushing, the texture has to hold up over the whole figure. So that's a challenge, and to do not one but 13 of them at the same time.
Right, and her poses are spot on. I did see the Eras tour, and really, the poses they chose are perfect.
Yeah, it's not. They're not just generic poses. They really get her posture, her attitude, the way she holds her head.
Right, and she has signature moves she does, and this captures it really well. So I mean, this is pretty crazy, and I also love kind of the revisitability because you have to go to all of them if you want to see each of these different outfits.
Yeah, so we kind of break down a few of the ones for Hollywood, for New York, and they've announced for Orlando. I think Orlando gets one of the best ones. The black sequined Roberto Cavalli catsuit with red snake embellishments and matching boots.
That
So
was a
that's pretty
very
iconic.
talked about outfit. So
Yep.
yes, that is pretty a big deal.
Yep. So that's the one we're getting here in Orlando. And Nashville appropriately gets the Evermore kind of floor length mustard dress. So we've got pictures of all of them, though we don't know exactly where some of them are going to. But stay tuned for more Madame Tussauds information. You can check out our website or visit theirs.
Yes, I haven't been to one in so long, but this is making me want to go back.
Well, the one in Orlando is located at Icon Park, so you can take a ride on the Ferris wheel and check out the Sea Life Aquarium, and then walk through Madame Tussauds. All right, that is going to bring us to the end of this week's news in the queue. Before we get into our main attraction, it's time to hear a word from our sponsor.
The Attractions Podcast is brought to you by MEI and MEI-Travel. Whether your next vacation is a magical trip to the theme parks, an exciting adventure to the pyramids of Egypt, or just a relaxing cruise on the turquoise waters of the Bahamas, MEI-Travel provides premium service and expert advice to help you get the most of your vacation. They are always free of any hidden fees or costs to you. Visit them at mei-travel.com.
Our Epic Universe magazine is the ultimate grand opening souvenir for Orlando's newest theme park. It's got 64 pages of photos, vacation planning advice, and behind-the-scenes secrets from all 5 portals: Super Nintendo World, Dark Universe, the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Ministry of Magic, How to Train Your Dragon, Isle of Berk, and Celestial Park. It's not every day a new theme park opens in Orlando, so mark the moment and celebrate history with the Attractions Magazine Epic Universe Grand Opening issue. Now available at attractionsmagazine.com.
It's time for the main attraction!
And for this week's main attraction, we head to Disney's Hollywood Studios at Walt Disney World, where when it was announced that the Muppets had to go away to make room for Monsters, Inc., we all asked, why can't this just go to Animation Courtyard? Well, now we have our answer. The magic of Disney animation is returning to Hollywood Studios. After 11 years, it will be reopening in what is right now Star Wars Launch Bay just next year, 2026. But the animators, the live human animators, will not be coming back. Instead, we've got cartoon animators.
Yes. The first thing, I couldn't believe that it was 2015. It felt like so much longer ago.
Like
I don't know why.
Longer.
Okay. Thought it was just me.
Yeah. Maybe because the animation attraction was a shell of its former self by the time it finally closed. The tour, the live animators that were there in the early 90s were all long gone by then. This was, if you don't remember, the magic of Disney animation was a walk-through pavilion-style attraction. It was part of the very original concept of the park from opening day in 1989, and got chopped up and changed a bunch along the years before it finally shut down altogether and became Star Wars Launch Bay. Now it is going back to its roots. The Animation Courtyard area is going to have this new Magic of Disney animation attraction. They're also getting rid of Disney Junior Play. And of course, this is the end of Star Wars Launch Bay. So all your Star Wars needs will be taken care of at Galaxy's Edge.
I'm fine with that. If you've been in Launch Bay recently, it's like very dark. It's like going in an abandoned 80s mall. Yeah.
It's depressing. Originally they had very few actual artifacts that were screen used. And I think the ones that were there might even be gone now. There's really no entertainment value or education value there's a photo op or two, but other than the character meet and greets, which are great,
Yeah, they are really
it's
great.
just unnecessary. And Chewbacca already appears over in Galaxy's Edge, and now that we've kind of broken the rules about the timeline in Galaxy's Edge, I have no problem with Darth Vader showing up over there or whoever else they want.
Right. And I mean, you're right. Those meet and greets are great, but they're like hidden away. It's kind of like sad to go in there.
Yeah. So what will be going in there instead? It will be a tribute to the Walt Disney Animation Building that's in Burbank. And it will also be bringing the Emmy Award-winning short film Once Upon a Studio to life. That's the one they did for the 100th anniversary, where all the characters gathered together in front of the studio for a picture. For a while, they were showing it at the Mr. Lincoln show in Disneyland as a pre-show, and it's a really charming short. Look it up if you haven't seen it. So they're going to be showing a short film in the screening theater. They have not announced what short film, but it seems natural that this might be the short film. We'll see.
I mean, they definitely queued it up with that Disney Parks blog post like a month ago where they showed us inside, and it looks exactly like the same. It's like a time capsule.
And they haven't been too specific about exactly what the experience inside is going to be. They have said that there will be a drawing lesson. So I assume that's going to be very similar to the Disney Animation Academy that we've got out in California's Disney Animation attraction. Right now they do the drawing lessons out at Animal Kingdom, way out at the petting zoo, where you have to take a train to get there. So this will definitely be a more convenient location for that.
And this makes sense. I love personally doing it at DCA all the time. It's so much fun. So I'm really happy this is back. And, I feel like a lot of people don't know that this building was actually an animation office. It wasn't the main, obviously. That was in Los Angeles. But this was like a satellite offshoot. So smaller, but they still made stuff for very big movies.
Absolutely. I mean, they started out as kind of like this little group that just did things like shorts. I think they worked on the Roger Rabbit shorts early on, but they really grew to the point where they were responsible for Lilo and Stitch and Mulan, and they it's really a shame that Disney's second renaissance of hand-drawn animation was kind of killed off by CGI, because they were doing great work there for a while. Something else that there's going to be is an indoor playground called Drawn to Wonderland, inspired by Mary Blair's Alice in Wonderland illustrations, which I just love. And I'm curious.
Beautiful.
I'm curious if this is going to be inside the Launch Bay area, or if this is actually going to be going inside Disney Junior, because they've said that Disney Junior is closing, and that would make sense to put a playground in there.
Right. And that building is massive, very high ceilings, and I hear indoor. So I feel like that's music to ears of many people, and also
an air-conditioned playground.
Exactly. Right.
Makes a lot of sense in Orlando. Absolutely.
I know. And I feel like everything designed these days, like it's not factored in how hot it is. And so this is actually like a conscious choice of something that's inside, and I love it.
So in addition to putting a replica of the Sorcerers Hat entrance like they have out in Burbank, which is not that dissimilar to the giant Sorcerer's Hat, which some people have fond memories of, that used to be in front of the Chinese theater in Hollywood Studios. The thing that's been a little controversial is that they are removing the studio archway that kind of constricts the entrance to this courtyard area,
which I don't think really makes sense, because I like the way it kind of, you're passing through old Hollywood, you're going by the Brown Derby, and there's a real new, you're entering into the studios, which if you've been to the studios in Burbank, that is kind of how it is,
Well, what they are bringing over from the studios in Burbank is this little entryway, this little U-shaped flower garden that pokes out, is a perfect replica of the driveway entrance into the Burbank Studios. So I do like that. And just from an operational point of view, taking out this big archway and opening up the sight lines and kind of letting people see the weenie of this hat, I think should really improve crowd flow through this area. The one thing that does concern me a little is this is stroller central. And unless there is a new stroller parking area that they have designated somewhere,
it's going to be cluttered.
Filling up this central area with grass and trees and some benches around the perimeter looks absolutely lovely. But I think people are going to be shoving their strollers into the grass unless they have somewhere else for them to go.
Yeah, this is why we can't have nice things, but also I understand,
Yeah. So we will be looking forward to bringing you more developments on this. An opening in 2026, when this is just closing in September of 2025, means we've got less than a year turnaround. So we'll see just how elaborate this transformation really is. But I'm if nothing else, I'm looking forward to doing the drawing class again because I never take the train out there.
Me
but
too.
I do it every time when I'm in
Same,
DCA. Every time.
I honestly never do the Animal Kingdom one either, just because it's a hassle. But this is perfect. I'm really excited. It just feels like with everything going on, we're going back to like everything old is new again.
Right.
I love that at Disneyland, kids are going to learn about Walt, and I love that. Here, kids are going to learn. It's not just a movie. There's a whole process that goes into it. So I think anything to share with the generations what this really means, aside from just like cool rides or cool characters, is a good step.
Absolutely. Well, that is just going to about bring us to the end of our show. Before we wrap it up, let's take a look back at a few of your comments. Let's see what we've got here. All right, we've got my apologies. I'm just looking for some comments. Well, Mr. Zammy wanted to chime in saying that can't wait for the Fantastic Four to come to Disneyland Paris. And yes, I forgot to mention some of those characters are also going to be stepping through interdimensional portals so that they can not just appear in Anaheim, also going to be appearing in Paris and Hong Kong, because both of them have Marvel areas as well. Michael Bingham's excited for our shout out to Comic-Con, his old hometown, and is also excited about the Magic of Disney Animation returning to Hollywood Studios. We are too. And I think that is just about going to bring us to the end of this show. But I want to remind everyone to please give us a rating and review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or wherever you happen to listen to us, as well as a like and subscribe here on YouTube. And be sure to follow us at attractionsmagazine.com and search for Attractions Magazine on your favorite social media platforms. Carly, where can folks find you on the interwebs?
Yes, I can be found on Instagram at Adventures by Carly, and I am headed to Dollywood this week, so follow along.
Very
for my little
exciting
adventure. Yes, I think I'm going to do Splash Country, which I haven't done this season yet, and it's one of my favorite water parks. So
excellent. Well, this is definitely water park weather for sure.
It is, yes.
Well, you can find and follow my adventures at Disneyland this coming week.
Yay.
At Eskabursky or at The Unofficial Guides. And you can find my books at theunofficialguides.com. And until next week, we hope you folks stay safe, try something new, and most importantly, have fun, because we will see you again next time. Bye.
Bye.